Hi. So it is Sunday, May 24th. We are 14 hours ahead of everybody back home. And this morning, well, it's about 4:02. No, that's wrong. My computer is wrong, but it is Sunday. 14 hours ahead of everybody else at home. It is evening time. It's about 5:30, I think. This morning we went to church. We went to Life House, and I actually enjoyed it. When we walked in, they had like this rave thing going on. It was dark, and there were um, like strobe lights and stuff like that, and they were jumping around and singing in Japanese and English. I thought it was cool. Um, then they had a general baby dedication. It was like maybe 10, 15 minutes. About 10 babies got dedicated, and then um, the preacher got up and he came up, and it was a really casual church. You could tell they were Christian. I don't know what denomination they were, but he got up in jeans and a t-shirt, and he actually had a pretty good message about being aware of what names you attach to your life, your career, your kids, and to realize that God gives us names according to our purpose and our destiny, and not necessarily based on what qualifications or skills that we think we have that um, we may not think we're worthy enough or whatever, but that's not the way that God sees us. And so he gives us these powerful names and talk about how Simon got his name changed to Peter and all these other things. And so that's really a really good message, and he was up for probably no more than 40 minutes, if that. Like, the whole service was about an hour. Um, it was the praise and worship, the baby dedication, and then they had offering, which literally took like 5 minutes, which was great. And then the preacher got up. Um, so it was cool. I liked it. Everybody was laughing afterward about the strobe lights and stuff like that, but I liked it. But we thought he thought the lights were cool, so I took a couple videos. I was told to not take videos after like the second one, but whatever. So it was fun though. Then we went out to eat. We went to, I forget the name of the place, but it was like this buffet. And we had, Bobby and I had chicken. Well, it was like a buffet, but your main course you order. So the buffet was the side. And Bobby and I had chicken and shrimp, and it was pretty good. Oh, excuse me. That's the jet lag. Yesterday when we got in at about 3, I think, and then our hotel is about an hour away from the airport. The airport was in Tokyo. We are in, I forget, but another city, and was about an hour away. So after we went through immigration, got our luggage, went through customs and all that stuff, and then got to the hotel. It's about 5:30 ish, and so we went out to eat. We went to this one place, very small portions. Bubby and I had shrimp and rice. Um, I don't think neither me or Bubby were really full, but we were probably more tired than anything to hear about how full we were. So, yeah, I mean, it was so fun. So, Watson is very excited about being here. Um, Miss Tina and Miss Aaron are excited, and Mom and Dad are excited too. It's a really nice city. Japan is, at least, I know we've only been here for like a day and a half, but Um, it's actually really pretty, and it's the weekend, and our hotel is in a business district of whatever city we're in. I totally forget what it is, but we're in a business district, and Dad said that on weekends it's not that busy because the trains stop after a certain time, and there aren't people on the street. At least late last night there weren't. But Dad said during the weekdays there's a million people everywhere. So excuse me, jet lag. Um, yeah, but it's a nice city. Like, um, very comfortable. The people are really nice. Um, actually on our way to the church, we got a little bit turned around, and because there's street signs, they don't have very prominent street signs at all. So literally, if you don't know where you're going, you'll probably get lost. Sorry, my glasses are crooked. There we go. Um, so like we stopped and we came across a police station and asked for directions and stuff like that. So we feel really nice as so far. And I know that everywhere has its issues, but this is probably one of the few places that we've gone where I could see me living here. You know what I mean? So it's cool. I like so far. Tomorrow we are tomorrow's an open day. So we are staying in the Imperial Palace Hotel, and apparently there is the Imperial Palace um, Gardens, and there's the palace, and it's surrounded by a moat and everything. And so we're gonna go look at that on Tuesday or Wednesday, but tomorrow's a free day, so we're probably just gonna walk around and wander around a little bit. Um, the rest of them are going to Tokyo Towers right now. I opted not to because when I am really exhausted. It's crazy because I feel more exhausted now than I did when we went to like South Africa, and that was like a 24-hour trip there. It was only about 11 and a half, 12 hours to get here, but I felt more tired than I did. South Africa trip was rough. That was a rough traveling trip. Bobby got sick and everything. I think it was just from traveling for so long because we literally were traveling like a whole day and a whole night. So I don't know. But anyway, the rest of them went to Tokyo Towers, and we were gonna go. I opted out because Bubby is still sleeping. He is knocked out over there. Um, like he would not wake up, and I don't know. I've never really had this issue before with him, and he's traveled a lot. Like we went to Tahiti, South Africa. You could tell he was tired, but I don't know. So I'm just gonna let him sleep for a little bit. Then I'm gonna wake him up, and Dad said they would come back and get us before they went to dinner. So I'm gonna let him sleep for a little bit, then get him up, and we might walk around to get him up so that tonight he can sleep. I'm going to sleep tonight, so he needs to go to sleep tonight. But yeah, so that's it. It's going really well so far. I'm really excited to be here. My next mission is to find a plug for my computer. They actually have regular plugs, but it's only the 2-prong plugs, and I need a 3-prong for my computer. So we'll see. Right now, my computer is at 60%, and it's not gonna last another 6 days. So we'll see. That's my next adventure. But we do have Wi-Fi, so I was able to talk to my husband, which was good. We FaceTime, and we have Snapchat. You know, it's Dad was talking about one of the trips. One of the first international trips I took was to China, and that was the year after I graduated from high school. And that trip, we had a little bit of a mishap. There's a lot of us went on that trip, so we always had to take multiple cabs everywhere. And um, this one time, one of the cabs got lost because the cab driver didn't know how to read Chinese, and of course, we don't really know, what's going on and how to get around. So one of the cabs got lost, and that was comparing that to now and saying back then we didn't really have things like FaceTime and a lot of access. Like if you had a phone in the U.S., you didn't really have a lot of access to international stuff like you do right now. And that trip, one of the cabs, actually my dad was in, got lost for 2 hours, and it was scary, because we were in the country. We didn't know, nobody really spoke English. We didn't know where they could be. They didn't know where they are. Of course, they ended up finding us, of course, but it was like 2 hours later, and it's like now that wouldn't happen because we have all this stuff now between Google and even though I don't have an international plan on my phone, like literally Japan, there is Wi-Fi everywhere, literally. I was able to pick up different Wi-Fi's anywhere. So even though my phone is on airplane, if I really needed to, I could connect to Wi-Fi and text, my dad, because he has an iPhone. I have iPhone too, so iMessage is fantastic because you can text on iMessage with just Wi-Fi. And so yeah, literally everywhere. I know it can pick up on your phone, but and some of them are locked with passwords, but there's actually one free one, anywhere you go. And it's just we weren't sitting in a place long enough for, me to text my husband or whatever. But if we really needed to, I could just go in the store, connect to Wi-Fi, and like call my dad. So it's just technology is sometimes it can be a pain, but it's amazing. It really is. But anyway, I said to say Japan is, really up there technology wise, and there's Wi-Fi everywhere. And even if you know something happened and you had to go talk to somebody that didn't speak any English, um, which there are actually, uh, I guess more than I expected people here that did speak English. But if you ran into somebody that didn't speak English, you could just, pull a Google Translate on your phone and you'd be just fine. So anyway, as I keep my phone charged, they have regular plugs for that, so my phone is fine. But I guess I have to find something for my computer and like an adapter or something. Maybe that's what I can ask for, an adapter. But so yeah, so that's my next. My next. The food has been. We haven't eaten any sushi. Bubby just turned 5, so I'm not really sure about him eating sushi yet. But we've eaten a lot of shrimp. Of course, Japan is near oceans, so a lot of shrimp. The chicken we just had at the last restaurant was actually really good. Um, and they actually didn't have any rice. The restaurant we ate at yesterday, one of their main staples was rice, but this one they didn't. But they had a buffet. They had things like guacamole. They had chicken tacos and stuff like that. So yeah, but so far it's a good trip. Um, Maybe next video for tomorrow, Bubby will be awake and he can do this one. He can do it with me. So yeah. All right, that was I'm gonna count it as day 2, because day 1 was yesterday, May 23rd, Saturday. 2015 was our first day. Today's Sunday, May 24th. I'm gonna count as our second day. So that's our second day in, I'm gonna say, Tokyo, Japan, even though we're in one of the outskirts, but it's still Tokyo. So yeah, until later. Bye bye.